your platform of Live Productively?
TOPICS is actually an acronym for time management, accountability, checklist, optimism, and self-efficacy, all things that I think that you need to have a productive day and a productive life. Thank you.
Up next is Miss Contestant number 2, Addie Ledbetter. Addie, should there be harsher punishment for texting while driving?
I do believe there should be harsher punishment for texting while driving because I think it's still an ongoing issue, and children these days and teenagers are thinking of it. You're not going to get a harsh punishment, so why should I stop? So I definitely agree that there should be harsher punishment towards texting while driving. Thank you.
Thank you. Please welcome Miss Contestant number 3, Leslie Knight. Leslie, tell us how you would have promoted Breaking Free and the message you want to send to others.
Breaking Free is a program I created to share my story of growing up with an incarcerated parent. My biological father was arrested by the time I was 4 years old due to his drug and alcohol addictions. So because of the Miss South Carolina program and competing in pageants, I've been able to develop this platform and truly share my story of how I've overcome this obstacle. And along the way, I've been able to inspire others and hope that they have the courage to follow their dreams as well.
Up next, Miss Contestant number 4, Ariel Smith. Ariel, what is your platform based on, and how do you plan on approaching it?
My platform is based on helping children in the inner city. I will partner with attorney Catherine Myers and the South Carolina Community Uplift Foundation to help children in the inner city see the world outside of the world they see, ultimately helping them to see themselves as victors and not victims. Thank you.
Thank you. Up next, Miss Contestant number 5, Chrissy Cosby. Chrissy, your platform is hope. What have you done recently to give hope to others?
When Hurricane Joaquin hit Columbia, South Carolina, my school was one of the areas that was hardest hit. My school decided that we should do a giant drive and collect all of these things and give them to our families of our students who weren't able to go out and get those things that they might need because of the flooding. And we were able to give that to almost all of the families in our school, plus families from other schools in our community that weren't able to do the same thing. Thank you.
Thank you. Please welcome contestant number 6, Courtney Stupard. Courtney, how do you plan to implement your platform advocating for life student programs?
My platform, which is advocating for life education programs, I plan to implement it by meeting and talking with community leaders and district officials and letting them know how much life education programs make a difference in the life of our youth. Our youth go to school between 12th grade and kindergarten, and during that time they learn math and social studies, but they don't learn things to build their self-esteem. Through life education programs, they can learn about self-esteem, they can learn to dream big, and they can learn to aspire to do the impossible. By meeting with our community leaders, informing our parents, and encouraging our children to get involved, there is no limit to what our next generation can accomplish. Thank you.
Please welcome contestant number 7, Rachel Huber. Rachel, how will you convince others through your platform that you are not limited to accomplishing your goals?
Through my platform, I have grown up with epilepsy and child seizures since I was 9 years old to maybe about almost my freshman year of high school. And I think my message brings a message to children that you are able to overcome an illness that is so broad in this world. And I feel that my faith and the way that I publish it to other people will help them through it all.
Up next is Miss Contestant number 8, Allie Bradley. Allie, in what way do you think the arts impact education?
Well, I think the arts are very important because they help with critical reading, social, and math skills. I always felt very confident with math as I was growing up because I was always involved in music. So I feel like it's very important that we have the arts in our school systems today. Thank you.
Up next is Miss Contestant number 9, Caitlin McCollister. Caitlin, what are the signs of someone who is battling depression?
Some of the signs may include recluding yourself away from others, isolating yourself, making yourself stay away from things that once brought you joy, and showing no more interest towards everything, basically. Thank you.
Up next is Miss Contestant number 10, Molly Beth Burdette. Molly, what can you do to bring attention to your platform, Dropout Prevention?
To bring attention to my platform, the biggest thing is to get in the schools. The students that are in the schools are obviously the ones who are planning and thinking of dropping out. So if you get in touch with those kids and show them that there are other options besides dropping out, you can prevent that from happening.
Up next, Miss Contestant number 11, Rebecca Robinson. Rebecca, how can CARE reports be beneficial for students with mental illnesses?
CARE reports is something that I want to implement into our South Carolina schools so that you can anonymously report when you see the signs of mental illness in one of your classmates. And awareness is so important. So having suffered from depression myself in the past, I saw how much of a difference it made when someone stepped in and saw that I wasn't acting like myself and said that they, cared about me and they wanted me to get help. And that made all the difference for me. Suicide is the second leading cause of death in people ages 10 to 24 in our country, and this can be solved just by stepping in when you see someone in need. We can really make a difference and save lives. Thank you.
Rounding out our Miss On-Stage question portion of competition is Miss Contestant number 12, Autumn Westbrook. Autumn, what is your definition of confidence?
My definition of confidence is if you believe in yourself and you can always achieve your goals.
Thank you. So we've got the first stage of competition over with, and we're going to move right into our second stage after now the young handsome man in the tux comes out and grabs the microphone. Our next phase of competition will be our teens in talent, and we'll bring Sarah Hamrick, Miss South Carolina teen, back out to MC this portion.